I can get through it quicker. We love 8-week courses.
Yeah, I have one right now. I feel you though. Same thing.
Which one are you in?
Speech 10.
Ooh, I never took that class, but I heard it's a good one.
Yeah, it's good until you have to start playing catch up.
Yeah.
Once you fall off, it's like
All right, I'm gonna message people, see where they're at. No, my bottle got stuck right before the meet. This thing likes to jam every once in a while, more than once in a while. And of course it does this right before we start our meeting. Okay, I'm not having water during this meeting then. I'll figure that out later. Let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh wait, do we actually have quorum? Wait, no, because Kyle doesn't count for quorum. So I don't think, I think we need one more. Sorry, Kyle. You totally count in our hearts. I see we're full of energy today. So much talking and everyone with their cameras on. We have Philly. Hi. See, I have people joining me now with the cameras. Now I'm not by myself. Although I did have my camera off last time. I will admit that.
another one.
Chris joined the camera party. Okay, I think we do have quorum now. I'm gonna go ahead and pull everything up so we can get started. If we don't have quorum, someone stop me, but I'm just gonna pull up the agenda and everything. So even if we don't have to start right away. I'm weird. I have to make sure I have everyone's camera showing whenever I do meetings because some people don't use the raise our hand feature, some do. See Michael making an entrance. We appreciate that. And then we pull up the live transcript. I hate that whenever you hit, okay, so because I hit live transcript now, I have to stop sharing because it automatically hides half of it and doesn't let me pull it up. So I have to bring it back. We're doing great still. I'm at the end of my term and I still take a minute to set everything up. Not as bad as day one though, so we'll take it. I hope. Let me bring this back up. Oh, our agenda went away. There it is. Can everyone see it? All right. Let me just go ahead and hit record and we can get started then. All right, I'd like to go ahead and call this meeting to order at 12:06 p.m. and we'll start off with a roll call. I am here. Chris?
Here.
Christina?
Here.
Louise is excused. Michael?
I'm here.
Alex?
Here.
Jasmine?
Here.
Philly?
Here.
Kelly?
Here.
Emmanuel?
Present.
Kyle? Kyle, are you with us? We'll just come back another time. I see a screen. We know he's here. And then David is running late. So now that we have established quorum, we can go ahead and move on with the agenda. Although before we proceed any further, I do want to acknowledge that we are conducting business on the native land of the Hahamanga tribe of the Tongva Nation and offer a moment of silence for those who came before us. All right, moving on then, we can go ahead and move on to the approval of the agenda for May 19th, 2021. As you can see in front of you, we have some action items on here. If there's anything that needs to be edited or changed, please let me know. But if everything looks good, then I'd like to entertain a motion to approve the agenda.
A first.
Second.
Second.
All right, we have a first and a second. Do we have any discussion? Any opposed? Yes, I see. Yeah, my MacBook's going at it. Agenda approved. Sorry, I'm picking this up so we can try and fan this out and so you can look at me better. So now we can go ahead and move on to agenda item D, approval of minutes for May 12th. Let me go ahead and pull them up. Just like the agenda, if there's anything that needs to be edited or changed, please let me know. I'll give you all a moment to look this over. But if there's nothing that needs to be changed, then I'm going to go ahead and entertain a motion to approve the minutes.
I motion.
Is your laptop going to turn off?
Wait, sorry, what, Gary?
Is your laptop okay?
Yeah, I was working on assignments before this meeting, so it got warm, even though I'm using a desktop. So, we're doing great.
Second.
All right, thank you. Okay, I know I need to speak louder then because of my fan. We're doing great. But we have a first and a second. Do we have any opposed? No. Okay, minutes approved. We'll go ahead and move on with the agenda. See, now y'all are awake because of my fan. It's a blessing in disguise. We're gonna go ahead and move on to agenda item 2, public comments. Do we have anything on the YouTube?
No, there's nothing.
Thank you, Chris. Let's move on then to introductions and reports. Let's start with Emmanuel. You're first on my screen.
Okay, give me a second. I need to stop laughing. All right, so I am working with the. All right, I'm sure it's still going off. Anyway, I'm working with some of the sustainability subcommittee members on creating a video to promote our sustainability committee to their current students, and also going to meet to discuss a project for microwaves. Also, I look forward to proposing this same project's budget and discussion about funding this initiative. Currently working on narrowing it down to a list of the top 2 options. And for committee reports, working on scheduling a day to be able to go into the Office of Student Life and prepare packages for delivery of student incentives. I'm also communicating with the Freeman Center to collaborate on an event about jobs and sustainability. I had mentioned this earlier in the year, but it never really followed through with it. And also have submitted the requisition form for the payment towards the Being in Nature event, the items for that event. That is all. Thanks.
All right, thank you, Manuel. We'll go ahead and move on to Chris.
Hi, everybody. So the last ICC meeting and funding committee meeting is the end of this week. So, it's been a long journey, but that's kind of the end of the road for me and ICC, leading ICC. So I'm glad to it's bittersweet for sure. With that said, though, I am working with transitioning all the information that I have to the next executive vice president. I'm arranging meetings with Natalie to give her, a taste of what it's like to be in my position and passing the baton along. So I'm setting up meetings with her and my secretary, Victoria. As for committee reports, the last shared governance meeting that I sit on, which is the district-wide technology committee, will be happening June 2nd. So I'll be attending that. Yeah, and that's pretty much it.
All right, thank you, Chris. We can go ahead and move on then to Alex. Do you have anything you'd like to report?
So we do have
the escape room this Friday. I believe that we will at 5 p.m. So look forward to that. We're supposed to have food and stuff. It's supposed to be fun. For the end of the year banquet, I am still waiting to hear responses from the following committees. Supreme Council Sustainability and Academic Commission. So if y'all could like poke your committees and be like, hey, go fill out the form, that would be great. What else? What else? I have College Council tomorrow, and that I will be attending. And I think that's everything for me right now. Just remind your committees to fill out the forms if they haven't. Yeah. Dope.
All right, thank you, Alex. We can go ahead and move on then to Philly. Do you have anything you'd like to report?
Yes, sir. Sorry, I was unprepared. I was still writing my board reports. All right. So I contacted Michael Ehrig from the ITS department about getting Adobe subscription for my committee because I know that they offer that, and we're going to be doing that for any projects we're doing. I attended yesterday the Every Table meal distribution meeting, and so we met with Dr. Olivo, Carlos Fernandez, and Carrie was there, Dean Cobb was there, and also David, Trustee Ramirez. Sorry, my throat is. And so basically we were talking about kind of publicizing that and getting it out to students because basically they're going to be distributing Every Table meals once a week. And people like Alex can look out for that because we might want to collaborate in terms of distributing meals during his event, during like drive-in movie theater, for example. And also I just regained access to the social media. So if you need anything, you don't have to go to David anymore. You can just go to me. And I attended Calm Day from the speech department, and I was presenting about the Associated Students. I was trying to like get people to join and everything. And for committee reports, we established some end of the year goals. Like for example, we really want to use the publicity budget because we spent $0 on that. One of my video producers, Zana, made a video about us. So if you want to see it, I'm not going to send it, but you can ask for it. We're doing a lot of switching around. Jonathan Apodaca is my press secretary, and we are going to be planning an event. And it's going to be like a kind of a mixer thing where we're getting people exposed to some opportunities. And so we also have an accountant now, and he's going to be managing our budget in terms of all of our like expenditures. So Michael will like send those out to you. One of my researchers, Sean Sui, he's going to be making an infographic. And we are going to be publicizing that in terms of, we're going to buy an Instagram promotion to get some more publicity regarding our account. And yeah, there's just a lot more other committee reports that I'm going to gloss over because you guys don't want to hear. So just letting you know, I love my committee. They're awesome people, and they're doing some good things. That's it.
All right, thank you, Philly. We'll go ahead and move on then to Christina. Do you have anything you'd like to report?
Yes. Oh my gosh, the mute button. But yeah, so I've been working on grad gifts and trying to find a lot of great gifts for you guys. I know right now I'm trying to do something with an artist, but I know that's still in the works and a lot of research has been going on. And I attended the academic senate meeting. David was also there as well. But basically we went into work experience going into credit. So basically like unpaid internships. They also mentioned that the fall schedule is now online and it looks like we're going to be back in person. So if you are planning on coming back next year, start looking. And then also, yeah, and I know that David can talk more about what was passed during the academic senate, but yeah, that's what I've been working on.
All right, thank you, Christina. Up next, we have Kelly. Do you have anything you'd like to report?
So we finished our, like obviously you guys voted on it last week, so thank you. And we actually started practicing. We've done a lot of practice rounds. We did presentations, and most recently, the best update I can give you is that we have at least one Zoom set up. So we're still in the process of contacting reps. and collecting more information so that we're fully prepared and understand what we're advocating for. There's also the COVID-19 Anti-Hate Crimes Act has already passed both the House and the Senate. So thank you so much for voting on it. It's already been passed. We probably won't be lobbying on it since it's already passed. That's great. That's one step forward, right? Because that's actual action being taken by committee to research more into the hate crimes that's happened during the COVID-19 pandemic and to research solutions for it. So that's a very positive thing and one thing taken off our list. Yeah, that's it.
All right, thank you so much, Kelly. Up next, we have Michael. Do you have anything you would like to report?
Hello. I just want to report that Finance Committee is working on a finance panel. We're like in the final stages of it. It's supposed to be happening, or it is going to be happening May 27th at 5 p.m. And we've secured 3 panelists with the help of the Friedman Center. So, hopefully it all goes well. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much all I have to report. Yeah, thank you.
All right, thank you, Michael. Up next, we have Jasmine. Do you have anything you would like to report?
Can you hear me? Awesome. So nothing much to report other than, let's see, the Equity Committee is going to have its last committee meeting next Thursday. We had to cancel this week's meeting due to lack of quorum. Let's see, other than that, I don't think I have much to report. I've been getting ready to present tonight with the Board of Trustees, and yeah, that's it.
All right, thank you, Jasmine. Up next, we have Kyle. Do you have anything you'd like to report?
Should be a pretty short report. We've pretty much finished everything we need to for the year for Supreme Council, and I'm putting together next year's materials, which means a list of things that they should accomplish, basic information regarding the anti-discrimination amendments, and any other things I could think of that will best help them in their role. And given the fact that we don't even have anyone who's filling that position, this is really important because they're going to kind of jump in the middle of things. So just trying to work on that.
All right, thank you, Kyle. Up next on my screen, we have David. Do you have anything you'd like to report?
Before I go, Kelly, is there anything else that you'd like to report to us?
I don't know. Maybe a different day.
Okay, interesting. Okay, so this past Monday on Academic Senate, as Christina mentioned, the Academic Senate was considering AP 7210 on academic employee hiring. And one of the motions were kind of contentious because it dealt with the entire diversity aspect of the committee composition. And attached to that motion was whether to consider students to be part of these committees. And so this the motion basically passed, but like by a very small margin. It was a tie vote, and Dr. Hennis voted in favor. So technically, yes, students can now serve on faculty hiring committees. It's just not the most ideal position to know that motion wasn't unanimous, but yeah. Today's my last Board of Trustees meeting. I'm very excited to be done with that, and I'm very excited to present with what we've done to the trustees because we've done a lot of important work through an incredible amount of challenges. So yeah, that's all.
All right, thank you, David. As for my own report, it's really short. I'm attending the COVID task force meeting later today, so hopefully we can get through this agenda very quickly. And I will also be attending College Council this week, like Alex mentioned, and Philly will be there as well. Other than that, that's all I have for my own report, so we can go ahead and move on then to the advisors. So whoever would like to go first.
Okay. Just a couple things to report. Number one, tomorrow night, Thursday night, is open mic night for Asian Pacific Island, celebration of Asian Pacific Islander heritage. I understand they don't have a lot of people signed up. So if you have a talent, you don't necessarily have to be Asian, and it doesn't necessarily have to be Asian themed. It's kind of just a chance for us to get together and be together and celebrate some good news and music and whatever you have, poetry reading. So please consider signing up for that if you're interested. So there's that. As you all know, I need to know actually who's not here. How many, what we've got 13 to 11. So you're missing one person. Who? Oh, we're missing Louise, right? Okay. So who is not going to be here on Friday? Unmute and say your name or let me know. We'll open the doors around 4:30.
I'm sorry, what's going on Friday again?
So it's the escape room game. I've got permission for all of you to come in person and I'm buying dinner.
Isn't it virtual though? I mean.
No, well, it is virtual, but you all can play on the computers up front here.
Oh. Can we try to escape the office? Like we'll put like some obstacles and stuff. We'll be like jumping around.
You can leave because that means there's more tacos for me. So.
Yeah, that's how Carrie truly feels, huh?
Tacos and strawberry cake. And I don't know if I'm going to get horchata or just water. So everyone's going to, I got to order food. So I'm going to order food for at least 13 of us.
Can you order food for 2 people for me?
So how are we getting the food? Sorry.
I'm going to get it delivered.
Okay, cool.
We're going to Cabrera's. You know how they go. So we're going to get Cabrera's. And I think, is there anyone here who's a vegetarian? I'm sorry, Michael, you're going to go hungry. Anyone else a vegetarian? Because I'll get falafel for those who are vegetarian. Okay.
Mexican food for falafel?
Huh? Put some falafel in a tortilla, some salsa. It all works.
Just rice and beans. Give just them rice and beans. Oh, and mushrooms maybe.
Oh, you're lucky Dean Cobb's not on this call. We used to just give Dean Cobb a salad. So, all right. So that's the good news. We will be able to do that as well. So as you all know or may not know, elections are over. So congratulations to the candidate. The slate was the group, everyone who was unopposed won, and then the one race that was opposed between Jonathan Apodaca and Amber Contreras, Jonathan won with 53% of the vote. So you do have a group. It is missing 2 seats. It is one is the student, the Chief Justice, and then the student trustee. The student trustee position is vacant. So Mackenzie, what I might suggest that you do as at the end of this meeting is that you appoint David to position, because you need to have that position filled. His term runs out June 1st. We will not have the new person seated by then. So you might want to appoint David for a limited, like a 30-day period. Or unless you want to do both positions, that would basically be the other thing. Yeah, I know that. That's why I said that.
Is that possible?
It's supposed to, if it's vacant, it's supposed to be filled by the president, but I believe the president can appoint someone for a limited period of time. So it doesn't say anything that it can't in the what do you call it? It just says if it's vacant that she has to do it, but I wonder if
So today's not my last meeting.
No, not unless you really want it to be your last meeting.
I mean, I'll do it.
We're twisting your arm, David, please.
Okay. All right, I'll be here another month, y'all.
Okay. So that's pretty much it for us, because I know we've got a lot to do. I know that I have to leave and Mackenzie has to leave at 1 o'clock for another meeting. So that's all I have. Thank you.
I have no reports.
Okay, quick reports today. We can go ahead and move on then with the agenda. We have no financial reports, and we already did advisory reports. We can go ahead and move on then to next agenda item, shared governance discussion. I don't think we really have anything to discuss at this point, but if there's something that you want a clarification on somebody's report or just something you want to quickly further discuss, now is the time you can go ahead and do so. So I'll give you all a moment to unmute yourselves if you have anything you'd like to say. Okay, hearing nothing, we can go ahead and move on then to our first action items. Action item A, approval of ICC software subscriptions. This is Chris's item, and I'll bring up the budget. But Chris, the floor is yours.
Hi, everyone. I know I don't have to necessarily do this because it falls under $300, but I just wanted to show it to you all for complete transparency. This is the bill for the entire year that I've paid for MailChimp. And another piece of software that I use as a to-do list for myself and for assigning items to my secretary to work on. So yeah, it's pretty straightforward, I think. If you want to scroll down real quick, you can see all the receipts. I also attached all them. But yeah, if there are no questions, I'd like to move to approve the amount for ICC software subscriptions not to exceed $200 coming out of the 2020-2021 AS budget.
I second.
All right, now that we have a first and second, we'll go ahead and bring it to a vote. Chris,
Aye.
Christina,
Aye.
Michael,
Aye.
Alex,
Aye.
Jasmine,
Aye.
Philly,
Aye.
Kelly, Kelly. Okay, I can come back to her. Emmanuel,
Aye.
Kyle,
Aye.
David,
Aye.
Kelly. I'm gonna try you one more time. If we can't hear you, you can just type it.
Hi, sorry, I went out to get something and I locked myself out. Okay, I'm back.
No worries. Okay, we have our motion's been approved then by unanimous votes. Yay, congratulations, Chris, even though you didn't need to do this. We can go ahead and move on then to action item B, approval of AS Jackets budget. This is Christina's item. Okay, sorry. Scammer trick calling me right now. I'm gonna go ahead and bring it up for you, but Christina, the floor is yours.
All right, hi everyone. So like we said that we've been trying to get our AS jackets so that we could look beautiful, even though it's kind of like the end of the our term. But basically the jackets are for wait a second, it's gonna be for $969. But we decided to put it at 1,000 just in case something happens. And basically what these jackets are, they're really durable jackets, and we're gonna put a logo. Unfortunately, they couldn't give us, I guess, like what it would look like unless they started an order first. But basically, it has the red ASTC logo on it, and then on the side, on our sleeves, it's gonna have our names. So everything is gonna be embroidered. But yes, and they're gonna be black. But does anyone have any questions?
Is there a visual?
I could share. So this one's kind of like, let me see. Mackenzie, can I share real quick?
Yep, I'll stop sharing.
Okay. So this one is not what it is. This logo right here is going to be changed to red, and then our names are going to be on the sleeve. But this is what the women's fit looks like, and it's pretty durable. And then we also have a men's fit. It's going to be exactly the same, just in the sizing of men. But yes, this is kind of how it looks like. I could Photoshop it, but yeah, they couldn't make an like kind of like a visual for us unless they started to order, and I wanted to get this approved before we did anything.
Oh, Carrie, you're muted and I want to know what you're saying.
I'm just showing you of the multiple jackets I have. This is the one with the logo, different logo. This, your name on it. And I think, weren't you going to do the thing on the side, on the sleeve?
The name's going to be on the sleeve, yes.
So then there's that. But pretty much like this. I don't have the jacket with the new logo, but yeah. Just so you get an idea. And I think the difference is yours will have hoods.
Yes, adjustable hoods, I'm assuming.
Do we have any further discussion?
I like it. I was just wondering if it's any like possible to put any color onto there, like the logo.
Oh, yes. The logo is gonna be our red logo.
Oh, okay,
Yeah. Mhm.
for sure.
This one was from Pasadena Promos, but it didn't really work out. So I went to Foreign Print, found the same exact jacket, and it's working out so that we can have color on the logo. And they already have a logo, so it's fine.
And how many jackets are budgeted?
That was budgeted for 12, but obviously I know advisors if you'd like a jacket. 100% sure.
I'm okay. I'm okay. Jordan, if you want a jacket, I don't know that Dean Cobb wants one. I'll text her and ask her. But Jordan, certainly, if you want a jacket.
I don't think we're allowed to get one anymore.
Gift
But
of
even
public-
if, huh?
Gift of public funds.
I think not for the students, they can, but for us, because we're not technically a part of the organization, I don't think you can get it. But I wouldn't want one anyway. I don't want you wasting your money on me. So you all just get it for you.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying because that money's not gonna get spent anyways.
Well, we'll look at it. I think if we have to go, we'll go. I think what I need to look at is whether or not this constitutes a uniform. So if it constitutes a uniform, then you can't buy it for us. So I'll ask.
Count as you guys are wearing a flyer and it's promo. Therefore, not a uniform.
Yeah, you guys are just helping us with publicity.
Yeah. Walking billboards for us.
Let me ask Dean Cobb if she wants one. I would also ask that you hold on to this information and you pass this down to the next board. So that way, if they want a jacket, then we can also get off the ground and get them a jacket sooner rather than later.
Yeah, we'll advise them start in the summer.
In that case, should we just gather size information from the recently elected board and just buy it for them now? That way they can just start off with a jacket.
You know, sometimes the answer to that is yes, but then what if they don't like this jacket? Like you all went through a lot of blood, sweat, and tears to choose it. So
I don't know about the tears part, but
no tears. Why don't you have the right size?
You did a lot of waiting for this.
Also, on that note, I'm hoping no one grew in like if you got fatter or skinnier since the last time I asked you,
Too
please
bad.
let me know now. But yeah.
Too bad. If you gain the quarantine or you lost the quarantine, it ain't working.
Okay, I'm gonna stop share.
okay. So my recommendation would be to extend this budget to $2,000 so that if the next board does like this jacket and they would like to get a jacket, then we can pay for that. Yeah.
Can we do that? Change the money price? I thought we couldn't.
Yes, because the agenda does not specify a money price.
Did we? But what didn't we put a number in the what do you call it?
I don't think it was written down. Let me see.
Yes, as long as it's not on the agenda, you can raise or lower the amount to your discretion, as long as it's not written on the agenda.
I love that.
There's no amount on the board. Yep.
Yay. So how would like the wording work out?
Instead of saying 1,000, say 2,000.
Okay.
Yeah, but is everyone okay with that? Because I just want to make sure that, just to be efficient, I want to make sure that the next board starts off with their jacket, especially considering the fact that they will be in person and they should definitely be repping just from the beginning. So.
Well, also too, this is just a safety net. You don't
Yeah.
have to spend all that money. So even if you just get it for U12, that's fine. You can still save that money.
Great. Okay. Well, I move to approve $2,000 for the AS jackets coming out of the publicity budget.
Second.
Do we have any discussion? No. Then we'll go ahead and bring it to a vote, starting with Chris,
Aye.
Christina,
Aye.
Michael,
Aye.
Alex,
Aye.
Jasmine,
Aye.
Philly,
Aye.
Kelly,
Aye.
Emmanuel,
Aye.
Kyle,
Aye.
David.
Aye.
All right, congrats, y'all. We're getting our jackets. So we can go ahead and move on to the next action item C, approval of drive-in movie budget. And this is Alex's item. So Alex, the floor is yours. I'll bring up the budget.
So, oh, that's cool. It's a month away. Okay, anyway, there's but the 19th. So next month, exactly a month from now, we are planning to have the drive-in movie finally that I've been trying to get all year. Woo! So it's scheduled for the 19th. So, we were quoted, I believe 14 and change for the setup of the, like actual, like the radio frequency, the like all the hard stuff that we don't have to do, so that I put 15 just to like cover all of it. The movie licensing is usually around 700, 6 to 700, so I just put 750. Food and snacks, so we can give out goodie bags to the people coming, was 350. PPE, just in case we need to cover, I put 100, and miscellaneous I also put 100 just in case costs come out of nowhere. So that's a total of 2,800. So yeah, is there any questions? If not, then yes,
Alex,
yes, ma'am.
was that 1,500 was the quote that I sent you from the company, right?
Yes.
Can I ask that maybe we just play on the safe side and let's up that by another 500 just in case?
If I do that, then wouldn't we have to?
Are we at 3,000?
Yeah.
No, because it's any $3,000 for any one check, not a total budget.
Oh, okay. Okay. Then, with that change, so the setup up to 2,000. So then I would like to move approval of this budget not to exceed 3,200 coming out of the AS programming budget, or 3,300. Not to come out of the AS programming budget.
Second.
All right, we have a first and a second. Do we have any further discussion? No. Then we'll go ahead and bring it to a vote. We'll start off with Chris,
Aye.
Christina,
Aye.
Michael,
Aye.
yep, Alex,
Aye.
Jasmine,
Aye.
Philly,
Aye.
Kelly,
Aye.
Emmanuel.
Aye.
Yep. We got you, Kelly. Don't worry. Kyle,
Aye.
David.
Aye.
All right, motion passes. We've got some money. I'm going to bring back up the agenda. So we can go ahead and move on then to our discussion items. Discussion item A, invited guests. We have none. Discussion item B, Supreme Council. Kyle, do you have anything for us?
Nope.
All right, then we can go ahead and move on then to discussion item C, future events. Did anybody have anything that they wanted to quickly bring up or talk about?
Not to spend too much time, but we are planning that mixer type of thing.
Okay. It's 12:41, so if someone wants to have like a quick little discussion on something, we should be good. Because we just have appointments. Anyone? No. Okay, we can go ahead and move on then. Discussion item D, AS training. Carrie, I believe we have none.
Nope.
Wait, what time is our board of trustee practice again, David?
6 p.m.
6 p.m. Okay.
Oh,
good.
did we already go over events? Do we need to go over that now? Did we do future events already? Yeah.
I can go back to it.
My only thing is, do we need to have some? Can you walk me through? I looked at your slideshow. Can you walk me through what the plan is for tonight?
David, you want to go ahead and do it?
I will be facilitating, and I will basically introduce us, kind of talk about where we started, how how we've progressed through this year, through the challenges that we've had, and then I'll be going through every single person, starting off with Mackenzie all the way through myself, in the order on our agendas. And yeah, I'm limiting it to like a 1 to 2 minute discussion. And Chelsea Brown messaged me, and she was saying that she wants to make sure that we have enough time to speak. So she allotted 30 minutes for us. I don't think we're going to use 30 minutes, but that is how much time that we have.
Okay. Yeah, I think my main concern is you all need to be kind of concise, and maybe look at larger themes. So I was going through some of the slides, and some of the slides got down to the minutia that they may not need to know. So if it's minutia, look at it a larger theme that you can address it with. And then again, I think the goal is probably not to go past a 20-minute presentation. In years past, they've asked you to keep it to 12 minutes. And in years past, honestly, not every board member has presented. So usually it's a representation thematically of everything that AS has accomplished. And David, maybe you can, at the end, sum it all up, or at the beginning, state what is AS, like what are some of the what is the major thing that you've done? How have you coped with the COVID? And then let folks go in. So just kind of overarching pieces. And I like that you're all talking 1 to 2 minutes, because I think that's probably good. Even if you all do 2 minutes, that's 24 minutes, and that's a lot. That's a lot longer than you think. So look at larger themes. Don't necessarily go into the minutia. And I was looking at the slides. You don't have to say everything that's on the slide. So it's enough that it's there. So I'm happy that you're facilitating, David. I'll be there tonight. It's the YouTube. You all have does everyone have the link?
Yeah, did everyone get it?
I don't think we forwarded it.
Yeah, I'll make sure you guys get the link. I'll just press you guys.
Okay. And then I'll watch from the YouTube. Last time I tried to watch from the Zoom, I got booted out, so I'll watch from the YouTube.
They boot you out.
Alex is like, "Why are you here?" And I'm like, because
That's
I'm
messed up.
the advisor. It's like, "Oh, we usually don't like to have non-participating." I'm like, "Well, I'm not going to say anything." He's like, "Okay, so I'll go to the YouTube." But I'll go to the YouTube. If anyone, you all need to practice, please. Be concise, write your notes, and really maybe have 1 or 2 things that you're going to speak on. Because you don't go into the minutia, don't go into the weeds, don't get lost in the weeds. You just want to be able to present the work that you've done. Okay. And yes, David, you're the conductor of this train. Very excited for you all. You're all on at 7 o'clock, correct? Okay. Yeah, I'll be there. You can all text me if you need me for anything. So that's all I got with that. I just want to know about that. So.
All right. Since we did backtrack to future events, did anybody have anything they want to quickly bring up? Okay, we can go ahead and move on then.
One more thing, Mackenzie.
Okay.
Really, at this point, there should be no more future events.
Okay.
I just got the last ARF for the Phillies panel, Phillies social, and that's fine. Alex, I know that what's coming down the line is the AS party, so that one's fine. But really at this point now, you all are this is the 19th already? You all are 2 weeks away from finals. So really it's kind of at the end of when you have time to plan anything. So at this point, I can't see what you would want to be doing at this point. And then can I have you all run your stuff? I know everyone's trying to buy stuff now, but I need one person to run point on everything. So that way we know what we're buying. And don't forget, you have to have your invoices in by June 1st. So I know Christina and I were talking about buying things. I see Philly's got a request. Jonathan put in a request to buy stuff for the mixer. Prizes and things like that. So we got to talk about that, because prizes have to come from the $1,000, and that stuff I think needs to come to the board, or at least Mackenzie, for approval to spend. So is there anyone else hot to do an event in the next 2 weeks before um, before school ends?
I don't have an event. I do have a project that I
Mhm.
wanted to throw out for you all. I was wondering if we wanted to consider doing a project that would consist of a plaque or perhaps a statue or sculpture or painting to commemorate this terrible, terrible, terrible year. Because I think it feels wrong to move on and then not leave anything behind to have as a reminder for students about what they went through and what this year was. So just proposing that to you all.
And I think that can actually carry over to the end of your term. And like I told David, I was thinking what would be interesting is maybe if we had a time capsule and maybe you asked students to donate something that represented what happened this year, that would be really cool to save that. So that type of thing I think is fine, but if you're looking to do an event with students, I think we need to kind of seriously talk today. So if you really have to do something, you need to talk to me today.
Oh, are we going to talk about the Every Table collaboration?
Oh, yeah, I think we both forgot about it. So, and the person that has to do it is Louise. So Dee, at first I wasn't sure what Dr. Olivo had in mind, but what she has done is she has signed a contract with Every Table so that 300 students, or I don't know if it's I think it's 300 meals once a month can be delivered to students in their homes. But she's also trying to siphon off a little bit, like 100 meals to be available for students on campus. I think we're tentatively calling it grab and go. The idea is to serve students on campus who may not have access to food, especially because now either they don't have the money or we don't have a food service. So she wants to do that. And it's also in conjunction with letting folks know that they can get food out of the food pantry, kind of a dual thing. So what she wanted, and it took me a while to figure it out, she wants us to do the kickoff inaugural distribution. So for AS, what she would like to do is for us to have an event where students could come do a drive up and pick up a meal. And then they'll be given information on Lancer Pantry and how to sign up for every table. And I think the discussion kind of came down that if we are doing a drive-through, does anyone know if we're doing a drive-through relaxation week? Has anyone made that decision? Because I don't have paperwork on it.
For finals,
Yeah.
it was being discussed in the student services committee meeting,
Mhm.
but I don't know if anything was final.
Okay. In any case, because this request has come from Dr. Olivo, at the very least, we will do a drive-through for 100 students to come and pick up meals. So look for that. Is there anyone interested in working on this? This would probably be, I don't know, David, the first week of June or the second week of
Yeah, she
finals?
said either the first or second week. She
Yeah.
said she was flexible as long as we tell Every Table 5 days or a week in advance that they can have that prepared for us. But I mean, I can take lead on this, and I'll reach out to Luis and see if we want to tie anything together.
Hey, Jordan, has there been much traction on doing the drive up relaxation week?
We didn't discuss it in the last meeting. I don't know what's going on. I'm kind of in the same boat as Alex. It just has been discussed but not done. I told Louise that she needed to file the paperwork, but I don't know what's going on.
Okay. All right.
Sorry. Really quickly, are we talking about the self-care Saturday?
No, that's the other group. That is
Okay.
that's Veer's Health and Wellness. So traditionally, Student Services has done. I'm sorry, I'm losing my mind. Has done a relaxation week. Last year, the drive up was really popular. We mailed out 150 packages and probably handed out 50 to 80 packages on the ground. So if she's going to do that again, we need to get a move on that. Or we can always just hand out the food also, which would be a good thing. So, okay, David, you're on board. If anyone wants to help David, actually, some of you might be voluntold if you're free to at least help with this, because it's a great service for students, because students who can't afford food will get something to eat. And this is great advertisement for next year, because I think, David, is this contract for a whole year? I didn't catch that.
Yes, it's per year.
Yeah, so that's going to be great that we'll have 300 meals per month. And these are like healthy meals. They're not like fast food stuff. So it's healthy and it's nutritious food. So we want to make sure that our students who are in need are aware of that. So we're kind of the kickoff. So that's all I got. David?
Carrie, I have a question for you about that.
Mm-hmm.
Has the pantry been involved in that at all?
Yep, this is also in conjunction with the pantry. They don't want to. They don't want to pass it out at the pantry because they only get about 10 students per week using their services.
I mean, like, has the pantry are they the ones taking point, or is this going to be like what?
I don't. So we were only asked to do the kickoff piece. Who handles that afterwards is really Dr. Olivo's kind of area. I'm not getting into that. I did request though, if we did this, I said we need to have a companion information, like a tent where students can sign up for CalFresh, how students can access Lancer Pantry, and how they can sign up for every table. So I said if we did that, we would need to have that information involved. But the rest of that falls to Cynthia. So I think that's it.
Do we have any further discussion while we're still on future events? No. Okay, now go ahead, Billy.
Sorry, I noticed you have 5 minutes. I'll just tell David we can talk about it.
Okay. Then in that case, we'll go ahead and move on with the agenda then. AS training, we have none. Appointment to college-wide committees. Wait, Carrie, would I do this under college-wide or AS? Because it's a committee, whatever we're appointing.
It's a college-wide.
Then I'd like to go ahead and appoint David Ramirez to serve as student trustee 30 days after his term ends.
I just want to make sure that we're not breaking district policy.
So double check district policy. I think what it says is that Mackenzie, if there is no student trustee, that position is filled by the AS president.
Yeah, so it's okay. So on student trustee terms of office recall and vacancy, the last sort of clause says if the office of student trustee is vacated, oh my God, I can't speak. The position of acting student trustee shall be assumed by, until the results of the special election, a student holding a associate student's office in the following order of succession. Number one being the president and number two being the executive vice president. So it would either be Mackenzie or Chris.
Yeah, then in that case, I didn't realize there's an ascendancy. So we might have to appoint Chris, but then let's have that discussion.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that because I know Erica would definitely come back and say, no, this is wrong. And I don't want to catch anyone by surprise.
Is this one of those things where like as it goes down, people can just say no to it and it goes all the way down to David, or we have to?
Only 2 people that are on that list.
Okay, so let's talk to Chris. Let's talk and see if you want to do, because my thing is if Chris, if you don't want to do it and Mackenzie can't do it. I mean, I also see that appointments are the purview of the president. And if we've exhausted the rules, I would say that's appropriate.
If we ask, I can ask Dr. Jonas if that's possible.
Yeah, just chat with her and say, listen, and because Chris, do you want to do the trustee piece? The only reason, go ahead.
It's a lot to unpack. Let's talk about it.
My favorite thing. Let's talk about it.
Right.
Because the only reason why I would prefer to have David is because it'd be seamless. Otherwise, you have a learning curve right now.
Right.
So it's not that I don't think you can do it, but so.
I don't not want to do it. I just want to make sure that this is actually possible.
Yeah. So I think what it is if let's talk to Erica and just say, listen, it's the president and the executive. And it just makes more sense if they both don't want to do it, if I could pick it up and the president would appoint you. Mackenzie would appoint you.
Okay, so pretty much we'll figure this out by next meeting then.
Yeah, we'll figure it out by the time.
Alright. Then in that case, we can just go ahead and move on with the agenda. Do we have any other college-wide appointments that we need to make? I don't think we have any. So we can move on to appointments. AS committees, does anybody have some that they want to make for some reason, even though we're at the end of the semester?
I do.
Okay.
I'd like to appoint Marcus Gomez to the Campus Activities Committee.
All right. Do we have any other AS appointments? No. Then we can go ahead and move on with the agenda. Moving on to bill acceptance. Kelly, I believe we have none, right?
Yeah, we have none now.
All right, moving on, approval of ICC funding. Chris, did we have any?
Nope.
All right. Then we can go ahead and move on then to public comment on non-agenda items. Did anybody watch our YouTube today? I'm gonna take that as a no to the public comments. We can go ahead and move on into announcements. Does anybody have any announcements?
Can I share my screen real quick?
Sure. Let me stop. Okay.
This Saturday, can you all see the self-care Saturday? Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
Okay.
This Saturday, self-care Saturday at the church, Knox Church, across from the Green Street roundabout. You get a bag of groceries and a self-care kit. Like, I feel like that's a pretty good deal. So, like if you're interested, Saturday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. It's there for our students. So take advantage of that.
Hey, Alex, can you send the link for the sign up for this Friday?
For this Friday, yes, I will do that real quick.
Do we have any other announcements? I'm gonna say, don't forget practice 6 p.m. for our presentation tonight. Other than that, we can go ahead and move on then. Future meeting dates and times. Our next meeting is May 26th. Make sure you send me any agenda items by the 20th by 11:59 p.m., including any supplemental information. I know people were talking about budgets, so if you have any, make sure you send those in. On that note, then I'd like to go ahead and entertain a motion to adjourn this meeting at 1 p.m.
I'm with adjourn.
Second.
Second. Dang it.
Okay, now we have for second. Do we have any opposed? Any abstention? Meeting adjourned. Thank you all for coming. Now I gotta run to my next meeting.
All right, Mackenzie, I'll see you over there.
Okay, bye.
What's the next meeting?
I have COVID task force.
Boba? In the Boba task force?
COVID.
Boba. We're trying to solve the world's shortage of boba. No. We'll see y'all. I'm going to the COVID task force.
Let me